What if repeating a single phrase 100 times could completely rewrite your reality? Sounds unlikely, right? But maybe that's exactly what they don't want you to find out. Jacobo Grinberg, one of the boldest scientists of our time, never settled for easy answers. He went beyond ordinary perception and dove into a truth that few dare to explore. The mind doesn't just perceive the world, it creates it. According to Grinberg, consciousness is the true architect of reality. It shapes everything around us based on invisible patterns deeply rooted within. Patterns we've carried since childhood, since the very first words we ever heard. So what if what you call reality is nothing more than a reflection of those patterns? And what if everything you believe to be unchangeable is actually the result of conditioning? Conditioning that can be undone? That's where Neville Goddard's vision weaves perfectly into Grinberg's, like two pieces of the same cosmic puzzle. Neville didn't believe inner transformation required physical effort or external rituals. To him, all it took was unwavering belief and the intentional repetition of a chosen truth. This isn't magic. This isn't superstition. It's a mental reprogramming process that works directly on the structure of reality. Now imagine this. What if you could merge these two perspectives, Grinberg's deep science and Neville's intuitive wisdom, into one single practice? No candles, no crystals, no rituals, just your voice and the power of your conviction. Sounds way too simple to actually work. Exactly. Maybe that's why almost no one takes it seriously. Maybe that's why this practice is so often overlooked. Even though it's unbelievably powerful, the results, almost impossible to explain until you experience them for yourself. And when that happens, everything you believed about the world starts to fall apart, because suddenly you realize that reality isn't fixed. It's flexible, it's shapeable. It responds directly to what you believe with emotion and repeat with intention. Grinberg believed that the human mind interacts with an invisible field of information, a kind of subtle web that connects everything and everyone. Neville, on the other hand, said that by repeating a phrase charged with emotion and spoken with absolute certainty, you begin to direct that interaction and start changing what you experience from the inside out. It's not just repetition. It's reconfiguration. It's reconstruction. It's as if by repeating a single truth 100 times, you begin to realign your mental frequency with a new version of reality, a version where your desires are already real. The outer world, according to Neville, is just a mirror of the inner mind. And Grinberg adds, that mirror is shaped by patterns that can be changed, like swapping out the lens of a camera. You start to see things differently, and everything around you starts responding to that new vision. So now tell me, what if all it took was repeating 100 times an affirmation like, "My life is transforming for the better," or "Everything flows in my favor with abundance and ease"? For reality to quietly begin to rearrange itself, would you allow yourself to try? The choice is yours, and the journey is just about to begin. You're not just reinforcing an idea inside you, you're doing something far more powerful. You're tuning your mind to a new frequency, a frequency capable of changing how reality responds to you. The idea that repetition transforms isn't mysticism. It's an ancient principle rooted in the deepest workings of the human mind. Since time immemorial, mantras, prayers, and rituals have used this power to shift states of consciousness, to heal, to attract, to protect, to change the course of destiny. But what happens when you apply this technique deliberately, with total focus, emotional involvement, and conscious intention? That's where real magic begins. Jacobo Grinberg dedicated his life to studying how the mind shapes what we call reality. To him, what we perceive as solid and unchangeable is, in truth, an illusion built by consciousness, born from unconscious internal patterns repeated over a lifetime. Grinberg proposed that the mind interacts with an invisible field of information, an energetic web that connects all of existence. This field, he said, responds to our thoughts in subtle yet profound ways, at a level that traditional science still hesitates to fully embrace. Neville Goddard, on the other hand, didn't rely on science. He spoke directly to the spirit. With sharp simplicity, he declared, "Whatever is repeated with conviction becomes reality." Just like that powerful. And what if they're both right? If the mind shapes reality and repetition shapes the mind, then repeating an affirmation 100 times is like carving out a new destiny with your own voice. The subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. It accepts, unconditionally, whatever is presented with repetition and emotion. And the more emotion, the faster it responds. When you repeat a phrase with full emotional involvement, something starts to shift inside you. Specific neural pathways are activated and reinforced. You're literally rewiring your brain, creating new patterns of thought, new ways of seeing the world. It's like installing a new operating system in your consciousness. Grinberg believed that in moments like this, the brain can enter altered states of consciousness, where the lines between the physical and the mental dissolve. Neville said that when you affirm something with absolute certainty, you shift your vibration, and the world, like a faithful mirror, begins to reflect that new frequency back to you. But here's the thing, the key isn't just to repeat something mechanically. Real transformation only happens when you feel every word as an absolute truth, when your entire body vibrates with what you're saying. That's when the subconscious accepts the new pattern, and the world begins to bend to your command. Repeating an affirmation 100 times each night might sound simple, but it's a radically powerful practice. It can dissolve limiting beliefs, break down invisible walls, and completely rewire how you relate to life. If Grinberg was right, if there really is a field of information that responds to the mind, then this technique may be one of the most direct ways to access alternate realities. Realities where you already have what you desire. Realities where you are the most complete, prosperous version of yourself. And the most surprising part, everything you believe today was installed through repetition. Since childhood, you've heard phrases about who you are, about money, love, success. Words repeated so many times they became absolute truths, even if they were limiting ones. And if repetition installed those beliefs, it can also be used to uninstall them. This is the exact point where Grinberg and Goddard meet. The very key that once locked your mind can now be used to set you free. The difference? Now you're in control. Now you get to consciously choose what you believe, what you feel, and what kind of life you live. The practice is simple, but it requires total surrender. For 7 consecutive nights, you'll choose a single affirmation, something that deeply represents what you want to transform in your life. It could be about prosperity, love, health, confidence, or any area where you feel a deep inner calling. At a quiet moment in your day, with no distractions, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Feel your body relax. And then, repeat your affirmation out loud 100 times, with full presence, emotion, and certainty. Each repetition is a command. Each word is a code being installed in your mental field. Each night is a step closer to the reality you've chosen to create. And if you do this with discipline and an open heart, something will start to shift. You'll feel it. You'll notice it. You'll live it. The moment doubt disappears is the moment the universe begins to reorganize. And that reorganization is already on its way. Your affirmation must be aligned with a genuine desire, not something superficial, not something you think you should want, but something your soul silently longs for, something that, if it came true, would completely change the way you live, feel, and see yourself in the world. It can be as simple as, "My life is transforming for the better. I am prosperous and everything flows in my favor. I'm secure, confident, and guided by my intuition, or any phrase that deeply resonates with your truest intention. You'll know you've found the right one. It stirs. A subtle chill, a quiet emotion, almost like some part of you already knows it's possible. The first step is creating the right atmosphere. The temple where this magic unfolds isn't outside, it's within you. And to access it, your body needs to be calm. Your mind, receptive. Find a quiet space. Turn off your phone. Close the door. Sit or lie down comfortably. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Long, slow, intentional. With each exhale, imagine letting go of anxiety, fear, and doubt. Let yourself relax. Let yourself open. This state of relaxation reduces mental resistance, and when the conscious mind quiets down, the subconscious opens its doors. Now begin with your chosen affirmation. Speak, but speak with emotion, with truth, with surrender. You're not just saying words, you're weaving the invisible fabric of what's to come. The mind doesn't just respond to words, it responds to the energy behind them. If you repeat mechanically, the effect will be shallow. But if you feel each word as an inevitable truth, the impact is deep, almost alchemical. At first, it might feel like you're whispering into the wind, but stay with it. Something subtle begins to shift. Your mental state starts to transform. You enter flow, alignment, frequency. The affirmation stops being an outside phrase and becomes an inner reality. And this is the turning point. Repeat until there's no doubt left, until your mind and body fully accept it as an absolute fact. It's in that instant that the external world begins to bend to your new conviction. In the days that follow, you may start to notice signs, subtleties, coincidences, synchronicities, small events that seem to carry meaning, as if something greater is responding to your new state of being. Maybe your intuition feels sharper. Maybe you find yourself saying yes to things you used to fear. Or maybe doors that once felt closed begin to open effortlessly. This is no coincidence. It's the reflection of an inner reality that has started to reorganize itself. Neville Goddard used to say, "Accept a desire as an inner truth, and the world will have no choice but to mirror it." But after the 100 repetitions, stop. Don't force it. Don't wait. Don't doubt. Letting go is part of the ritual. Grinberg observed that too much control interrupts the flow of consciousness with the informational field. When you let go, you demonstrate faith. And faith is the language the universe understands. No translation needed. It's in that moment, the moment of detachment, that change begins to accelerate. When you already feel like someone who lives that reality, the world simply responds. And the stories of those who practice this technique are strikingly similar. Ordinary people experiencing extraordinary changes, an unexpected job offer, money showing up out of nowhere, a deep emotional healing, or simply a new sensation of lightness, clarity, direction. Some report shifts within the first few days. Others start seeing signs that feel almost cinematic, a specific message, a recurring number, an unexpected invitation, as if the universe is whispering you're on the right path. People who focus on prosperity often share surprises. Money arriving unannounced, debts forgiven, opportunities appearing like magic. But it's not magic, it's mind science, it's frequency, it's targeted repetition. Others use this practice to unlock courage, focus, self-confidence. They repeat affirmations like, "I'm capable of achieving everything I desire. Incredible opportunities are coming my way." And they wake up with a different kind of energy, clearer, brighter, more alive. Ideas start flowing, motivation shows up, and obstacles that once felt huge start shrinking before a new sense of certainty. Because when the mind believes, the body takes action. and reality reacts. In the end, it all comes down to one simple truth. The way you see yourself determines what you allow yourself to experience. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you're in harmony with, and repetition is the thread that tunes that harmony. Reality is not fixed. It bends, shifts, adjusts. In response to the patterns you repeat every single day, whether you're aware of them or not. But now, you know. And more than that, you feel it, because in the end, transformation doesn't happen just in the words you speak. The real shift happens in the being you become while speaking them. You're not just repeating phrases. You're opening invisible doors, rebuilding your perception, tuning into frequencies that were always within reach. But now, you are finally ready to align with them. Remember, the world doesn't change first. You do. And when you change, the world simply moves to the rhythm of your new inner melody. So, choose your affirmation, create your ritual, and let the magic begin. Because when you move with faith and consistency, reality has no choice but to bend to your new vibration. 7 nights, 100 repetitions, a new reality. It is done. If this message touched something deep inside you, share your experience, your insight, your transformation. Let's expand this energy together. Now, the choice is yours. Now, as we reach the end of this revealing expedition, I want to express my deepest gratitude to you for staying with us until the end. Your dedication and curiosity are the fuel that drives us to explore, demystify, and share these intriguing stories. I want to share something special with you. As a fan of the Map of Higher Self channel, you are about to embark on a unique journey of self-discovery and mental formation. I present to you the Map of Higher Self, a revolutionary ebook that will redefine your mental reality. As the creator of this content and leader of the Map of Higher Self channel, I'm sharing my deepest experiences and valuable lessons with you. Each chapter of this ebook is a reflection of my journey, filled with practical lessons I've lived and transformed into wisdom. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your life. Click the link in the pinned comment and start your journey towards self-knowledge and positivity today. Imagine yourself for a moment as one of the ancient explorers who ventured into unknown territories, guided only by the flame of curiosity and the thirst for knowledge. Every piece of information, every symbol deciphered, is like a map leading us deeper into the labyrinth of the unknown. And just like those explorers, you too are now a little closer to the truth, carrying with you a new understanding of the forces that shape our world. Your presence here is not just a personal achievement, but a valuable contribution to a vibrant community of curious and knowledge-seeking individuals. Every view, every comment, every like is a step we take together toward a deeper and collective understanding. You are not just a spectator, you are a partner in this journey of discovery. So, as we close this chapter, I invite you to reflect on today's revelations and prepare for the next steps. We will continue unraveling secrets, questioning established truths, and exploring the mysteries around us. Your participation is essential, not just for the growth of this channel, but for the expansion of our horizon of knowledge. Until the next discovery. And remember, the real power lies in questioning and understanding what is beyond the visible. And before you go, don't miss these 2 videos I've selected especially for you. They're packed with deep knowledge and fascinating discoveries that you'll love. Click on one of them and continue your journey of self-discovery and the pursuit of wisdom with the amazing content our channel has to offer.